All right, let's talk about the Braves. Braves hired Freddie Gonzalez the day after Bobby Cox was gone. So
Yeah.
you got to imagine they were doing a little talking, behind the scenes before it happened.
Yes.
What do you think about that hire? He coached the Marlins. He had a
Managed,
276 and 279 record. It isn't great. If you remember, he was the one that benched Hanley Ramirez for lack of hustle. He's a guy that likes, obviously you gotta hustle. He's a hustle coach, hustle manager. So what do you think about that move?
I think it's a good move. I think the guy, give him a chance, I like the fact that he's a minority, and they need to give them more of a chance. There's not enough opportunity in all sports. So certainly a guy who has taken a franchise that has struggled over the years and has almost a 500 record with them,
Right.
I think he deserves a shot, no, without a doubt. I feel good about it. I think it's a good thing for baseball, and he's replacing an icon, basically, in baseball. I mean, this is a guy that's done it all. We're going to talk about Bobby Cox the way we talk about the big old-time past names,
Yeah.
especially come in the future. And they're giving a Hispanic gentleman who has proven that he can do this, that he can cope, that he can manage on the big league level. And I like him. I mean, he's good. He disciplines them. Obviously I don't know him that well, but I know that he's shown that he can manage a team. He can teach these guys to do the right thing, to play baseball the way it's supposed to be played. And that's the way Bobby Cox was.
Right. It's true. And with that Marlins team, his record wasn't great, but he still took a team that, talent-wise they're good, but they're not a playoff team, and he kept them in the race for most of the year.
Yes.
So I mean, he's definitely he's gonna have a much better team now. So maybe with a little bit of pieces, he put something nice together.
Sure.
It's tough to replace a Bobby Cox, but you
Right.
do your best with whoever's available.
Absolutely. And it doesn't hurt too. I mean, they gave a lot of flack to the Mets because they brought over all the Latin players. I don't want to get involved in any of that controversy of whether that was real or it wasn't real. But the fact is that if you're bringing Latin players over from a country who don't speak the language, they'll feel more comfortable probably with a guy like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So does it give them a little edge at some times? I mean, the Latin players are some of the greatest players in the game right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, it helps. I mean, I don't think they're hiring for that, but I think it's an asset.
Right. No, I don't. I think that is something they definitely talk about. They'll be reaching. They got guys. I'll tell you right now, a guy like Melky Cabrera I've seen in interviews, and his English ain't great.
No.
So you're talking about a guy right there who's been struggling, and there's plenty of players like that. I just know
Communication
one exactly.
is
Yes.
certainly an
Communication.
edge. Absolutely.
So, it's definitely a good thing. Another story: Sammy Sosa, cork bat, up for sale.
Wow.
Mike Remlinger, an old.
Wait a minute. Do you get to hit him with it?
I don't know.
Oh, all right.
That's another story. We could talk about that another time.
right.
But I think this is pretty funny. This story. He thinks it could get as high as $15,000 by the end of the auction. I mean, it's an interesting story that
You heard it here.
picture. Yeah. LeBron James exits with leg cramps. So that's it. Two heat down.
Oh, wow. Pretty funny. I don't know. You can't help it. Look, LeBron, you're a great player. You're all good players over there. I love you guys, but I'm gonna laugh at you guys. If you guys have any problems and you guys don't win it all, I am gonna be the first one, or I'm gonna jump on that bandwagon laughing at you guys because you took the easy way out. You grouped together to make this happen, and we're gonna go to another commercial break, and we're gonna come back and talk more about that.